In this video, I'm going to talk about how to optimize your production plan in the macro view. And I'm going to use this sketch and make this point. When we have a macro level schedule, we have a seeing schedule. Typically, these are packaged on a 5-day takt time, and the columns, the actual columns that you will see in whatever application will just be those 1 week increments. This is so that we can narrow the overall production plan and see it on one page. Now, why do we want to see it? The reason that we want to see it is because we want to see our path of critical flow, and that's identified here in this red with these red lines, okay? And a path of critical flow has the sequence, which can be verified by the pull plan, your line of balance, which can be verified by the takt calculator, any ties to other phases, and the buffers within the phase. Now, some people might think, hey, how is this any different from a critical path in CPM? Well, it's much different. Critical path in CPM has your activities, your logic ties, your durations, and your sequence. A path of critical flow has your activities, logic ties, durations, and sequence, but it also has trade flow, it also has buffers, and it also has strategic logic, right? And so you can't have a path without trade flow. You can't have a path without buffers. So a critical path, it's not a real path because it doesn't have trade flow. It hurts people. It's not a real path because it doesn't have buffers, meaning it's not realistic, meaning it's a non-starter. So a path of critical flow will tie through your phases. It is your longest path, but it does protect trade flow and it does have buffers all the way to the end. So this will be your path of construction. And in fact, it merges advanced work packaging terminology, your path of construction, with critical path. And so we call it the path of critical flow. So it's merging all of the systems together. So real quick, when you want to accelerate your project, you can look at your bottlenecks, your trade bottlenecks or zone bottlenecks, and optimize them. You can see that right here on the plan, and you can see that we have already optimized for that. You can adjust the number of zones that you have and have more zones or smaller zones to go faster. You can see that in your seeing takt plan, in your macro level takt plan. Let's say that you have a duration or a sequence or a scope of work that's really complex and it's really hurting your path of critical flow. Well, we can bring in the best of advanced work packaging and really design or fabricate or deliver or install differently for the scope of work to narrow that without hurting trades. The other thing is, inside this production plan, you can implement the last planner system, and if you're always maintaining the diagonal trade flow, we're always aligning work in progress with the capacity of the system. And so what I really want, I want to see these production plans, the macro level takt plans, even the norm level takt plans, to be viewed from a strategic standpoint so the owner always knows how can we gain time, gain buffers without hurting trades. I hope you've enjoyed this quick video. On we go.